Face of the franchise. Exhibition. Online head-to-head. Customize. Manage rosters. Enter. Update rosters. And entering roster update pop-up. And sign free agents. Entering face of the franchise. Exhibition. Entering pop. Delete. Entering playing. Custom game is select. Entering team select. No side is selected. Away teams. New or no. Los Angeles Cal. Red view. Advanced settings. Knitting. Oak John. Knitting. Talent. Ready. Advanced. Ready. Enter. Advanced. Play. Ready. Advanced settings. Entering a 10. Oak John. Sin. Dead M. Patricia select. SCP. S. Cadet. No. Knitting. Day selected. Ready. Entering game settings screen. You have 9 options. Play clock. Time. Play. Game. Event type off. Time option is set to 8:15 p.m.
Appreciated, Coach. Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do every...
Enter depth chart. Entering auto reorder pop-up. Are you sure you want to automatically reorder the depth chart? No. Entering AHB select. DT selected. Slot. MLB slot 3. CB select. FS slot. RDT slot 2. SU slot 3. Entering
Dallas
coaching
and the
screen.
introduction to the
chart.
Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And out now come the Cowboys. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering depth. AHB select. SLCB selected. Slot. AHB selected. FWR selected. Slot 3. Slot T selected. Slot 1. Slot 1. Slot. LT selected. C selected. LG selected. C select. RG select. RT select. Selected. Ray selected. DT. Ray selected. Slot 1. DT select. Slot 5. Slot 2. Slot 1. Low hold selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. Row hold selected. Slot. Low hold select. Slot 2. Row hold selected. Slot 2. Slot 2. Slot 1. CB select. Row hold. MLB select. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. CB selected. Slot 4. Slot FS selected. SS selected. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 2. Slot KR selected. PR select. Cost select. 3DRB selected. PWH. RLE selected. RRE selected. RDT selected. Slot 3. Slot RRE selected. RLE select. SLCB selected. SUB. Slot 2. Slot 1. SLCB selected. Slot SUBLB. QB selected. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Check three.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Tight jaw. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run him with Elliott. He stiff arms him. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. 14 yards. Good for a Cowboy first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, switch gears. Shift.
47.
Get him. You go for
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On third down, Elliott. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Watch out. Shit.
Hey, kill. Check 13.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go. Line in. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Sweat. Sweat. Hey. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in.
3rd and long for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Elliott a 1st down and more. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run that time by Elliott, 42 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Prescott now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Elliott running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, 46.
Hey, get in the weight room. He's checking.
On third down, Elliott. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
He wasn't ready.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 15. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's see what you got. Mike, 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. First down, Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A first down carry by Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
QB's trash. Let's go. Watch twist.
They were going to 52.
Under 10.
Throwing on second down. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Go to 54. Line. Go to 54. Line.
Watch the eye.
Switch it, hey.
Now a give right side. It's Elliott and some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Kill. Check. 47. Go. Get out there. Get 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Gun. 26.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
57 to Mike.
46.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott flush to his right. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. It's been quite the season for Maher, first kicker in NFL history with 3 kicks of 60-plus. He's hit twice in 2019 from 60 or more, from 62 just before halftime against the Jets in Week 6. And then 1 week later, he hit from 63 to end the first half against the Eagles. And now here come the Cowboys. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. actually have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go, get out there. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Right here.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Right. 36. Done. 26.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, D. Check. Kill.
Kill.
Turn up. Kill.
Hey, 47.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kick by Maher is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And out now come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Entering coaching screen.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always...
/restart. Restart game. Entering restart game pop-up. Are you sure you want to restart the game? Restart depth chart. Entering auto. DT selected. slot. MLB slot 3, CFS slot. RDT selected. Slot 2, SU slot 3, S cube SLCB selected. Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering SLCB selected. SUBLB selected. SLCB selected. Slot 2. Slot SUBLB select SL slot 3 SRD SUBLB slot 1 FHWR selected. Slot 4 slot 3 T selected. LT select RT selected. RG C LG LT Ray selected. DT slot 2 slot 2 low hold selected. Low hold slot 2 entering row hold slot MLB low hold select slot 2 MLB slot 3 slot 2 row hold selected. CB selected. Slot FS selected. SS select slot 2 slot 1 slot PW SL RLE select RRE select RDT select slot SUBLB selected. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 21-yard line. 50. Here we go. Bring it. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Slam. Here we go. 46. Hustle. Hey, kill. 26.
On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And it is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 24 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check, we're going to 54, 47. We're going to 53.
Check 99. Check 99.
We're going to 54, 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 56.
Prescott to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here I come again. Here I come.
We're going to 54, under.
Spud. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Then we're going to 53.
First and 10 at the 20. Begin. Short.
Here we go.
24. Check 24. No. Off. Check 3.
Here we go. Kill.
Watch twist. Watch twins. Check the backer, check the backer.
Explain. Check. 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down, it's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Kill. Sweat. Hey. You got Ocean Man right there. Nice 57's mine. Wild Bill. 26.
Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Here we go, 47.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
26.
Now a give, right side. Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Watch the turn. Hey, switch gears.
Go. Get out there. 26.
Here's Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal.
He's coming. We got double up.
Check.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line. Gun. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Oh, yes. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 13. 13.
Hey, 47. Mike, 26.
This is Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, go 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Under.
57's right. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
26.
Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's Elliott shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 43 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
47.
Hey, check Mike.
Go. Get out there. 26.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
What you got, baby? Give me something. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So we have reached... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 55.
We're going to 54. We're going to 54. Here's the play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
Check 52.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here we go, 46.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, 55.
On the arm. Under 10.
We're going to 53.
Stay home. Hey, check right.
We're going to 53.
Come on, D.
26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's our time.
Here we go, 47.
49. Check 49.
Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Check. Fresno. Nice 57.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I got you.
At the 32-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Hey, kill. 47.
Watch safety creeping.
Go. Get out there. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go to 54. Line in. Gun. 26.
Now a give, right side. Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Under. 57's the mic. Watch it. We're going to 53. Pick it up, Steve. 26.
To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Dak and the Cowboys down 9-7. 1:53 remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down.
Check 31, check 31. Check, 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 check. Watch him kill. Watch the twins. Check 24, check the ball. Let's right.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Hey, kill.
Check 55 to Mike. Check
26.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This to Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 4.
Here we go, 46.
36.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher.
A 28-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
Post-game report player stat. Restart game.
Was already decided.
Entering restart game pop-up. Are you sure you want to restart the game? Restarting will lose all current progress. No. Depth chart. Entering auto reorder pop-up. Are you sure you want to automatically reorder the depth chart? No. Entering auto reorder pop. AHB select. DT selected. Slot. Low hold select. MLB slot 3. FS select. Slot. RL slot. RDT selected. Slot 2. And / restart. Entering / yes, exit to menu. Entering play now live screen. Custom game is entering teams. advanced, mid, first, minute, lead, check, mid, offensive playbook option, T, left, skill level option is off, advanced setting, CP, TBB, Oak John, Spread selected, second choice for, and ready. Entering, event, games, event, play, time, state, weather option is set to clear.
All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm.
Entering pause screen. Depth chart. And AHB selected. Slot 1. WR selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 6. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 1. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. T selected. Slot 3. LT selected. LT slot 1. Slot 2. RT selected. RG selected. Slot 2. RT selected. Slot 1. RG slot 2. Slot C selected. Slot 1. LG selected. Slot 2. LT selected. Slot LG slot 2. Slot 3. Slot RG selected. Selected. Ray selected. Selected. DT selected. Slot 1. Slot 3. Low hold selected. Low hold. Slot 1. Row hold selected. MLB selected. Slot 1. Row hold CB slot 4. FS selected. SS selected. Slot 2. CB slot 5. Slot KR selected. Slot PR slot 4. Cost selected. Slot LS 3DRB selected. P3 slot 3. PWHB selected. Slot 2. Slot SLWR slot 2. RLE select. RRE selected. RDT select. RDT selected. RRE selected. Slot Slot 3, slot 1, RLE, RDT selected, SUBLB selected, slot, SLCB selected. Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering coaching screen depth. Entering. Low hold select. DT selected. Slot. MLB select. Slot. FS slot. RDT select. Slot 2. S slot 3. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Alabama, 380.
50 seconds, Mike. Push him back.
Alpha.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, Wahoo. Ozzy.
Pulling on first down is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ozzy. Sugar.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a carry for White, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now again, right side. It's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Well, let's get back to our discussion earlier about the Patriots here as their offense comes on the field. I mean, they're 8-0.
Tom Brady will play in New England next year.
Oh, I know. You already mentioned that. You already mentioned that. They're 8-0, though, for the 3rd time in franchise history. But at Foxborough, they've won 20 straight games, including the playoffs. Good luck if you have to go there. So when is the loss? Is there going to be a loss this year for New England?
I think there will be. It's so hard to go undefeated. Remember, the Dolphins in 72, the Patriots, they took it all the way to that 2007 season, I believe, and went to the Super Bowl before they absorbed their first loss. I think it happens during the regular season. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. At Baltimore, open week, at Philly, home for Dallas, at Houston, home for Kansas City. So if they're winning all their home games, let's throw those teams out. To me, at Baltimore, that's the one that I'm targeting. Eager to see how they chase around Lamar Jackson and how Baltimore plays that game.
That is a tough stretch of games. If they run that gauntlet, then they might just go undefeated. Now, the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So the Patriots coming out now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go Bandit! Let's go on. No, 66.
Crunch. Crunch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 99. Check
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They'll run with White, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They don't want it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Alpha!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Okay, go 66.
From midfield, here's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now White. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Line 20. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Check 26. Check 26. Hey.
Let's go on. No,
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 24 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Kill! 27!
Get him up! Get him, boys! Big ass! Hey, check 24!
26!
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, go 66.
We're going 25.
They start the drive with White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Hey, 66.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Caught by Cobb. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And some room to roam that. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 58 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Forced out to his left. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey,
again on second down. Brady steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Now Brady. And he's going to go down again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, just like that. Just like that. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah. Sit. Tighten up. Sit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Jack. Whip.
Well, now here's a carry heading left.
Shit.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Pollard looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Right there. 54. Let's go, team.
We're going to 54.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with White. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Hey, 66. Hey, let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Bang, bang. Kill. Rip. 53 Linda. Wide. Check it, reload.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 87 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Reload. Hey, exit. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, Alabama.
Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Rabbit. Switch.
Alert!
25.
Hey, Charlie!
25 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Showing it. Watch that.
Alpha!
Throwing again. Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Entering coaching screen depth chart.